Welcome back guys to a new video. Now today is going to be the start of my Ragnarok series on ARK Survival Evolved, and I know it's taken me a long time to get to this. I'm sorry about that guys, but I'm finally starting episode 1 today. Now if you guys are excited about this series, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. That would really help me out guys. And there will be an Aberration, the new DLC series coming as well, so don't worry about that. As soon as that is released, it's meant to be sometime in October, I will have one of them for you guys too. But in the meanwhile, I thought, you know what, let's start a Ragnarok series. This is going to be on a single player, and as soon as well on October the 25th, when rentable servers are released for the Xbox One, I will have a bunch of them for you guys to play on the PS4 and the Xbox One too, so don't worry about that. But yes, starting with episode 1 of my Ragnarok series, we're going to be spawning in at the Viking Bay 3. I'm not really too sure if I'm going to make much changes at all to my guy. Really, there's nothing I can really think about. It's just going to be a standard character, because when you're not doing PvP on an official server, it doesn't really matter what guy you create. So we are just going to be jumping straight into it. It says this will destroy your previous survivors, because I've had another, I've actually had another account, well not an account, but I've had another survivor on this before, but that was more for like spawning in and stuff. It wasn't a legit series, so I'm starting a brand new legit series. Boosted stats are on by quite a lot guys, because I want to get a lot done quickly. I don't really want it to be a slow series. I want a fast move, fast pacey movement thing, but there will be a lot of things I look into doing on this series. I'm not really too sure all the stuff so far, but I definitely want to look into a lot of stuff, and hopefully this isn't a crash straight away. That would have been terrible, but you know, we're getting into it anyway. It seems to have loaded up fine now. So as you can see already, as we jump in, we do have a level up, because I do have the stats up turned quite a lot. It's not going to be crazy like when like every single time I hit a tree I'll level up to level 100 or something like that, but it will be quite a lot of XP, as you can see it going up there on my XP bar very fast. So we're going to start straight off with health. That's the first one I always do, and we're going to do a spear and a hat and a stone hatchet to start off with, because I feel like that's the stuff I always do right at the start. So as you'll see, when I do go in and punch the first tree, I will level up quite a bit, because I just collect things instantly. So it's just a fast, quick movement series, and we should do a lot of fun stuff. So looking around at what we've got, I thought that was a raptor then, but it's actually a galley, so we should be all good. We got a bronze, so there's nothing really too, too dangerous, because I have spawned in the Viking Bay, which is where I wanted to, because it's nice and safe. So as you can see, we have leveled up a lot. We've already got 9 points available, which it's just, I didn't want it to be a very long series. And as you can see, weight is going to be increased a lot, because I just want to have a load of fun with this series and make it legit, but not make it too hard, like, if you know what I mean, because Aberration is round the corner, so I didn't want it to be a long series. So this is going to be a long series, but I didn't want it to be a long, like, grafting series, because I know a lot of you guys won't always want to see that, so I felt like this was going to be best. And I hate when things lag and you don't actually mean to choose them. So we're going to go for oxygen as well. I know that's a silly thing, but I just feel like it's going to be best just in case we get in any trouble whatsoever. So we're going to learn all of the different clothing and stuff. I didn't even mean the ward skin, but the ward skin can be useful sometimes. We've still got so many engrams to spend already, so it's going to go straight to the thatch door frame, hide sleeping bag, thatch ceiling, thatch wall, thatch door. We're not going to go with a thatch house straight away. If we have time, I'd like to move straight onto a wooden house for the first episode, but it all depends on, what the time is, the daytime, because I prefer building in daytime and stuff like that, because, by nighttime you want to have a nice prepared base. We definitely want to get a bed sorted out straight away, spyglass. A tent is what we could actually look to do, but there's a lot you need, like, like silk and stuff like that. So we'll probably look to do that a little bit later. A tent is so much simpler, because you can just, hide in that for a bit. But, we're just going to stick with what we've got so far. So a lot already has been made, but we need to get on to getting the, simple stuff such as stone, wooden thatch and stuff. We're leveling up at a crazy rate. So this is actually quite a nice little spot. Like, if all these rocks weren't in the way, we could have a nice little area here. Let's see if there's anything dangerous in these waters here. So, there's not much that's going to affect me. You've got a few dolphins in there, which is nice. Like, they definitely will need to get tamed up later on within the series. So we've already got another point which is going to go towards... I thought I'd just tell you guys as well, my stamina is unlimited in this series, so there'll be no running out of stamina, but my water and food will run out, but not as fast as it normally does. So lots of stuff has been improved. So we're going to go to health again, and we will go to upgrade to unlocking a bow and arrow, which is going to be what we need. It's the most, you know, for me, I feel like it's the thing that you need the most on this game. Like, if you want to get some early hunts and stuff, you're going to need to make yourself a bow and arrow. But anyway, we need to look to make my first weapon, which is going to be the stone pick, and then we're going to move on to making hatchets, spears and stuff, and then our bow and arrow, which should be nice. I'm actually so hyped for this series, guys. Like, a lot of people actually say, I've seen in, like, the ARK community, like, there's not enough, like, you know, series in the, just, like, sort of, just standard legit series rather than mods and stuff. There's not enough, and I kind of agree. Like, I know that there are quite a few, but you know, a lot of the time now there's just modded series, and the reason for that is because I feel like a lot of YouTubers play a lot of, you know, they've played a lot of the, you know, the simple series before, like, you know, like, and now they're moving on to the modded series because they're kind of just getting a little bit bored of doing simple ones. But whereas I have not done a legit series for a long while, so health will do again. I'll probably do a water and a food as well, because I think that's going to be useful over time, just to keep upgrading that as much as I can. I'm not too sure what else I'm interested in. Obviously, just getting the wooden base sorted is something, you know, getting the wooden door. Is there anything else that we need? Shield, I'm not too bothered at the moment. It would be nice to get, but I'm not 100% too bothered on that. Cementing paste is going to be very useful. You know, wooden spike walls is what we're going to need. A hatch frame is what I like. Wooden ladder. Trapdoor I can move on to later. Just the sort of simple stuff. Like, I want to go for gunpowder so we can get the flare gun afterwards. I didn't know what that was around me there. That kind of scared me, but it's just looking like it's you know, it's just looking like it's, I always think I'm going to say pterodactyl. I say it all the time, but, you know, they do need to be added into the game. So, we've got a stone hatch we can make now, and we can actually make 21 spears, but we're going to make 5, because I think that's the perfect number for it. And we need to get some boomerangs in as well, because getting some boomerangs in would actually help us get some tames easier, because we won't need to get trank arrows, because we'll have boomerangs. It'll be very simple and easy. We're going to have to level up weight as well, which is what we're going to do next, because we seem to be getting quite encumbered. So, we'll do that, and we'll do that. And also, just for food purposes, I'm going to, like, save a slot here for, you know, for my berries. So, Medro berries is going to be for taming, whereas other berries are going to be just in my slot to actually use for me to, you know, for me to eat. So, we need narco berries and Medro berries for taming, and then we're going to have these berries for eating. So, let's eat a few now. Our food hasn't gone down that much, but it's good just to get a little bit of it down us. So, we need to find a good place to build. Now, this is where I ended up building on my actual, you know, my non-legit place. Not here. It was just around this corner on this beach, which I feel like I'm going to stick to again. Now, it's not going to be, it might not be a main home for me. You know, I might end up moving later on in some series and stuff, but it is going to be a place I'm going to stick around for now and do some builds and everything. We've got to clear out so much stuff, which is going to make us encumbered, so we're going to have to keep leveling up our weight, because otherwise we are going to be very, very overweight. So we're going to do, I did a melee damage there by accident, so we're going to have to do that one on weight. So we'll come back to, like, engram points a little bit later on. It's because I've got loads of wood, like, too much wood. So we need to get some of, you know, get some more, you know, flint and stuff like that. And it will probably get overcumbered here, but it's alright because we're encumbered, because we'll get rid of some stone. So we get rid of that 100 stack, and we should be moving nicely again. Still a little bit, you know, overweight, but what we'll do is we'll level up our weight again, and then we'll do, I feel like oxygen could be another one good to do, and fortitude. I feel like fortitude's very important within this game, because it just keeps you, you know, safer, like, with, like, end up freezing in this game. So we're going to get on straight away to building ourselves a like, you know, a little base just for the night, so we're prepared, because it still is only 4 o'clock, you know, in game time on day 1. So we've got time, but we'd like to get things done straight away. So what do we need for wood? So how many foundations? So we can actually make 2 foundations at the moment, which is actually what we're going to start on. I'd quite like to make 4 actually. So I think I'll make 4 foundations, and we'll literally just stick it in front of the sea here and just have ourselves a nice view 2, I feel like that will be the most perfect idea. So we'll place this. Where do we actually want it? Do we want it? We don't want to be too near. We want a little bit of space. So we'll go here and place this here. And then we'll place the other one next. So I probably will go for 4, so I'll make 2 more foundations just because I feel like it's nicer. So let's see what we actually need. And we've got 3 more level ups as well. So if we go for a health, we go for a... I don't know. What should we go for? Weight, or should we go for... I think another fortitude and then a weight would be perfect. So... we're making good progress already on this series. You know, we're 10 minutes in, we've made great progress, and we've just got to keep doing more and more of that. So we need to make another... Okay, so what do we need? We need to make more. We've got to just get wood, really. We've got enough thatch and we've got enough fibre. So let's go get our stone hatchet out and get some wood. And we could look to, you know, I can't actually remember. I remember like a while ago back, the... it was actually changed to what level you can get a pterodon saddle. So we want to look into doing that. So we need 1 and then we need 2. So I think it might have been 35 now. It might have been upgraded to. I can't actually remember. It was a very long time ago. So I'll have to look into that. So we've now got our new wooden foundations. We're going to stick to just a 2x2. I feel like that's just going to be the easiest thing, possibly for us at the moment. Because we're not looking to have anything special for the first night. The first night we just want to get a few tames in. Should I go for 1 more? I feel like I should just go for 2 more on the side. I don't know, I've just got this feeling that it'll be nicer. A bit more space, I feel like will be perfect. I'm not really too much of a fan of being too squished. I'm going to end up wanting to make a mansion by the end of this, just because I'm getting so fussy about, just about what it looks like. So let's see what it's like now. So we'll put that down there, and then we'll put it down. Okay, place it here. So the only thing that's bugging me now is I feel like it's not, I don't know, it's wide enough but not enough length. It's just really frustrating me. Like, I get so picky on ARK, like, it's so bad, but it's just how I am. So we've got 7 points to level up. So we're going to do health, we're going to do oxygen, we're going to do weight to pump that over 500. Melee damage is going to be very useful, movement speed. I'm going to pump another one into fortitude. Crafting skill is going to be good as well for the future. Water, and I think that's what we'll stick with right now. So we're pretty high level, and we're going to make 2... Wait, we need 3 more, don't you? 3 more foundations, and I promise you guys, I will be leaving that right there. So 1, 2, 3. And now I promise that will be the last thing I do with foundations. And no, don't worry anymore. We're going to move straight on to more exciting activities after that. I do love a bit of building within this game. This build right now is not going to be anything special because it's just going to be like a square box to start off with, and then we'll move into making nicer buildings. I always press A. I'm so used to that from the past. So wooden foundations we're going to stick with right there. So I think that's personally going to be the best idea. So let's knock that tree down so it's not in the way. So we're going to need to move on to getting some walls in. So what is the time currently on the server? So it's 5:30. So that does give us a good bit. We've still got time, but it will end up getting dark soon. So we need to get some walls in. So we can make 8. So I'm going to craft all of them there. And then we're going to move into pumping in some more levels. So we've got 160 health there. We'll go for... we'll probably go for oxygen... food, I reckon, because obviously I upgraded water, and then weight I'll go for. We've actually got another one after that, which I'm going to pump into weight again, so our weight is fully sorted for a long while, so we don't need to worry about that. Let's see, so we'll make our walls, that will be good. Let's make this, so I'm going to put them into my inventory, because I feel like that's the quickest and easiest way to do it. So I had a little problem with my recording there, so I had to restart, but it's fine anyway, because we're exactly back to the place where we were. So I'm sorry about that. You won't notice anything, because I will literally just get back to the same spot. But we're going to be placing our new stuff down now. Now, I'm not really too sure what I'm planning to do with this. This is just a temporary build of somewhere we can just camp in, have a nice sleep, and just keep us safe from anything, that could be around us, because there won't be much danger around us. I know on the other side of that island there's a lot of Rexes that usually appear. Every single time I've played on this, I usually get a few Rexes around there, which could be good for taming, but, you know, just for raptors or anything that could come from over, just, you know, from mountains or anywhere, it's best to stay safe and get ourselves a nice base sorted before the night does start. So we're getting some more wood in. We might need to get a bit more fiber, so I'm going to look into doing that now. So let's get some more fiber. We're actually collecting more wood as we actually pick up from the ground, which isn't that bad. So this should be perfect. So fiber, that should be that sorted. And we'll get into, I don't really know how many meat we need. We need to count how much more we need. So we need 1, 2, I think I'll just make a bunch. Like, I know I need to know personally. Wait, so we need 1 more here. Then we need 1 here. And then we need 1 here. So that's 3. And then all the way around, it's, let's just make about, I'm just going to make 10 at the moment and see if that's going to be enough just for now. So, wooden, wool, and we can make 6 at the moment, which isn't good. What are we low on? We're probably low, I think it's wood we're low on, so we need to go get more wood, otherwise we're going to be running out of that. We're going to level up our health, and we're going to level up our movement speed, oh no, melee damage, I feel that's going to be perfect. And we keep leveling up even more. We're going to be level 40 after this, which is massive. We're going to do health again. I thought that was something that was going to attack us then, and I kind of panicked in the last second. So let's get some more of those walls down and get this base fully finished. I keep pressing A, I'm sorry about that, guys. I've been so used to it in the past, and I still struggle even to this day. And then we'll jump up, and we need to make it, obviously, a bit bigger than this. We can't just make a roof like that. So this will be a nice bit of shelter. What is the time? So we're at nearly 7 o'clock, so it does start to get dark very soon. So we just need to go and collect a bunch of wood. We need to get 3, 4, 5, and then, yes, 8. We need to get 8 more walls. So let's just go out and get a bunch more wood. I think we can just collect that anyway. So this should be enough after this. This should be enough. Let's collect 1 more, and that definitely should be enough for 8 walls. So let's finish that off. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's just go up a bit. That should be doing it. That should be doing it. Are we not? Is it not making it? Oh, let's just do another 5. That should do it. We got 4. We've done 9 by accident, but I'm not sure that's going to, that won't bother us. We'll just make that, we'll just have a spare one. So 9 walls. We get that finished. And then we'll put that down. This is going to be a nice little shelter for us. We need to make some ceilings afterwards. That's the only thing. It's kind of like the race to get a base in before nighttime hits. So we'll do that. And we actually did need the extra one because we need to make a wooden door and door frame as well. So we actually do need that extra wall. Door frame we can make, which should be all good. Is that done it? Okay, there we go. And then we need a door. And then we need to start moving on to some ceilings. So we'll craft all 4. I think we need 2 more after that. So we'll put our door frame down. We're making some amazing progress here. Like, I know, well, when I say amazing, it is only a little wooden house. But in the first episode, we've already got ourselves a nice wooden base. I know it's only a square, but it's just going to keep us safe for the night time. And then when morning hits, we can move on and get a lot of stuff done. It's going to be a load of fun. I'm very excited for this series. So we're going to place down our wooden door frame. So let's do that now. I've just backed out of that by accident. So wooden door frame, which is here, and we'll place that, and then we're going to place down our other wall that we needed, which was made, I didn't even think about it, and then wooden door, if we can put that on, please go on, there we go, and then we move on to the ceiling, which I think we need another 2 of adding on from this one, which should work out perfectly after that. What's the time? So we're now it's 7:45 on the game, so dark is approaching us. We need way more than 2 more than that. So we made 4. So do we need, so if we place down, we need like another 4, I think. So I think it's just wood we need. It's just simply wood. It's always wood because that's the thing that takes up the most within these. So we're just quickly, I'm missing constantly here. We're just quickly trying to get as much wood as we can. We're now encumbered. Okay, so wooden ceiling, we can make loads there. We're just going to make 5 just to make an extra one just in case. And then now we're encumbered, we're going to slowly try and make our way back to our base. I think it should be alright, we should be all good, but let's try our best to get back. But it's, you know, it's great progress. I'm gonna make a really nice base where we are here. It's gonna be, you know, there's gonna be so much I do to this in the future, but I will have different places and different areas where I'll end up building to, you know, just have loads of bases around the map, and just make sure I have different spawn points around it, like beds and stuff, so I know where I'm spawning, and just make a really awesome, start to conquer the Ragnarok map. That's what I really want to do, completely conquer the map. I think this should be enough. We've got 3 more left. I should really move the ceilings down to here because it just makes it so much quicker. We might need to make more. No, I don't think we do. I think we've actually made the perfect amount. We keep doing that constantly. So there we go. Sorted. Our house is done. Well, when I say house, I mean our little wooden box is sorted for, you know, the first night time with Ark Survival Evolved, which is all good. I'm excited to have a nice base sorted. We've got 9 points to level up, so we'll do it in the last bit of light that we have. So we've got food, we've got enough food. We need to have a drink of water, which is what we'll do now. So let's do that. We were a bit cold, so maybe we should get a fire going in the base, but we've got enough stuff on us to survive the night. I'm going to build up my health to 200. My stamina's all good, obviously, so oxygen up to 200, weight up to 800. Food and water will pump 1 into them as well. Melee damage will go up 1, movement, I think fortitude, because we're getting cold. So if we level up our fortitude, that will help us out a lot. We'll have another sip of water, and now nighttime approaches us in our first day of Ragnarok on the series. You know, I think what we've done is perfect, and I think the rest of the stuff we can finish off in the base. I'd like to make a torch. We haven't actually got any sand or hide for a bed, which is quite frustrating, but we can do that for next time. Is there any? Usually there's just sand around the beach, but we want to be inside for the, you know, for the first night. So that's all done. I want to make a torch because it needs to be light in here. So let's back off here. Beds, we need, what do we need? What is a torch? I think it's under just, not ammo, it's under melee, I think, again. Yeah, so, oh no, yeah, it is there. So we'll make a torch, so it's now dark. Not too bad in here, but having a torch is just going to light things up a bit, and it's, so it wasn't, you know, so when we're doing things, it won't just be in the way. So, there we go, and then if we want to light things up, we can have a little look in the base. This is what it's like on our first night. It's always very, like, to think, this is episode 1 right now, guys. And what it could be in, let's say, 20 episodes, where we could have a massive, huge mansion with just, like, you know, different compartments of what to do. And I always look back at different series where, you know, when you start off in a base like this and you end up in something just unbelievable. So I'm really excited about it. So we're going to quickly back out. It's going to be dark because we're going to level up. We're going to use our engrams. We've got 744 engrams to spend, which is going to be a load of fun, which is what we're going to end off in today's video. So let's get into stuff we're going to need. So we're going to unlock clay. We could get preserving salt. I think I'll just do that. What else are we going to need? A standing torch is going to be needed just for light because it's going to be dark, you know, around the area of Ark Survival Evolved on Ragnarok. We need crop plots for if we do make plant species X. Saddles, I always leave to the end because whatever dino I want to tame, I'll just unlock their saddle. I don't really use engram points on random saddles because then I won't be able. If I run out of engram points, then I'm not going to be able to make more into the future. So we've got the trapdoor, wooden staircase I will need, but I will do that later on. Window frame we'll need for windows, so we'll unlock windows. Flare gun, hide shirt. Adobe we could look into doing, but I probably will skip straight past that. I think I'm just going to go, we could do buildings like that in different areas, but I think I'll just stick to moving on to stone next, because that's just what I prefer. Large storage box, oh yeah, okay, so that's all good. Raft we'll need in case we go on any journeys. Bug repellent we don't really need at the moment. Trike saddle is a definite because I think that's what I'm going to look into doing straight away. A parasaur as well to get us around a little bit. Water reservoir. We're going to need to get some water, you know, through pipes and stuff into our base. So I think we should do that. And you know, when we get to that point, we'll start to unlock the ones that we actually know we need. Dinosaur gateway and dinosaur gate we need. Feeding trowel for our dinos. Fishing rod for food is going to be very useful. Chairs and stuff is going to come later on. Let's see what else. Whip. I'm not going to get yet. Refining forge will need, smithy will need, metal pick will need, metal hatchet will need, trank arrow will need, scissors will need to cut our hair. What else do we need? Parachute will be useful later on. Fur boots and stuff like that. Fur stuff can come later on. Stone, we want to move on to. I didn't even mean to get an oil jar there. That might be useful, but it might have been something I wouldn't have really gone for. Reinforced door, pike, crossbow, some good stuff there. Artifacts, like, you know, to put your artifacts on, it's something that I'd probably make later on when I'm nicely sorted. Flame arrows later on in the game for me. Hatch frame for stone, hatch frame and window frame I want. Reinforced trapdoor and reinforced window. Stone dinosaur gateways, very nice. What else do we need? Desert cloth. We could go for desert cloth pants and shirt and stuff. You know, it's not like I'll be using it that much, but I'll get it. I'll just have it anyway because it is quite cool. I hate when it glitches a bit and you unlock something you don't need. I mean, bear traps are going to be useful, but not really yet. Stone fireplace is something we're going to need. Metal spike wall. Ballista we'll move on to later on. Sword and metal sickle, definitely going to need that. Yep, all this stuff we're definitely going to need. A mirror we could have, but that'll be later on. Yeah, we're going to need the ghillie suit because that will be nice when we're being you know, sneaking around to try and tame more dinos. Long neck rifle and simple ammo, definitely. A beer barrel could be useful later on. We'll unlock chitin as well, because I feel like that we definitely are going to need that. What else are we going to need? Shotgun and shotgun ammo. Ooh, anything else really useful here? Nothing so far. I mean, silencers and stuff we'll need later on. Greenhouse, we can do that later. Still got 72 engrams to spend. Metal, we're going to move on to later. I don't think we need that now. Fabricator will definitely need as time does go on. And yeah, so that is all up to date of what we need. Sorry about the cough there, guys. I'm actually going to level up my guy one more time. And we're going to do that towards Fortitude one last time to make that up to 10. So that is going to be the end of episode 1 of my ARK series. I mean, I've gone into third person there when I didn't even mean to, but it's still quite cool third person. So we're going to be going, we want to toggle back out of that and go into orbit camera. We don't want a map. We don't want a map. Leave me alone. We don't want a map. Okay, so orbit camera. There we go. Let's get our torch. Let's go. I can't actually remember. What's the torch? There we go. There's the torch. There's the torch. So this is going to be the end of episode 1 of my brand new Ragnarok series. If you do enjoy it, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, because if you do show some great support on episode 1, I might look into doing this all the time and bringing them in, you know, a series of this, like, constantly, because I'd like to bring more series into my channel. It's just, if you guys enjoy them and show some good support, and then it will motivate me to bring more. But anyway, if you'd like to follow me on Twitter and Instagram for any more ARK news, the links will be in the description down below to that too. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next ARK. Welcome back, guys, to episode 2 of my ARK Survival Evolved series on Ragnarok. I'm really excited to be back for this episode, guys, because we did so much last episode. Like, as you can see, I built myself a nice wooden box to stay the first night in and survive on the new, you know, on our new series, which I think went pretty well. We built up some nice stuff and we made great progress. Now, if you guys are excited about this next episode and you want to see more, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you are new to the channel, because that would really help me out, guys. The support has been brilliant and I'd love to do more of this. I'm looking to bring this, this series out to you guys every day, as well as bringing this, another video. So, most days you'll see double and possibly triple uploads, depending on, on what my day-to-day routine is. And usually, at the moment, I'll be bringing these episodes to you. But anyway, we're going to be getting straight in with some stuff, because we do have a lot to get done. Like, we made our first little base, but the one thing we haven't actually done is get ourselves some armor put on. Like, we do need to get some stuff, even if it's just cloth, we need to get some stuff put on. So we're going to make ourselves some cloth stuff. Obviously, we don't have any hide, so that is something we need to get on with doing. We need to make ourselves some we need to get ourselves some dinos. That will get us hide, which is always the sad thing at the start, because there's the parasaurs that will get you a lot of hide. You get dodos that get you a lot of hide. So I'm going to have to go for the dodos, Just because I want to tame up that parasaur that seems to be walking into the tree over there. Parasaurs aren't amazing, but everyone, I don't know if you agree with me, but it's always the nicest thing to do when you start up a new series on ARK or a new single player, tame yourselves up a parasaur. It looks like that parasaur's actually gone into his own trap without me even having to make a taming pen. So we could be alright there with getting a tame instantly. I don't even know what level it is. Let's have a little look. Okay, it is level 50, so that's not too bad for a start off. So we need to make ourselves a boomerang, which is the main thing. So we have to go and find some sand in this episode. So we'll get on with that. We can put our clothing on now as well. So let's put that on. We've got too much stuff in my inventory at the moment. Like, it is very, very, very packed. So we should probably get rid of some stuff because our weight is just crazy at the moment. So let's put some armor on. We got our cloth pants, shirt, and hat. So that should be all good. So we're going to go on a little journey for some sand. Hopefully we don't find anything too bad or scary on the way there. We've got our spear. We've got 5 spears. We just got to make... I should have kind of made a bed before I left just because... Well, we shouldn't have a problem at all. Like, there should be sand just along this beach somewhere. If not, then I know there is definitely a lot of sand on that other side of the island. But... we don't have a raft to get there nice and safely, so that is going to be one of the trickiest things. So we're just going to carry on going around here, see if we can find anything. There might be something around this little pool area. This is actually quite a nice area to maybe get some fishing going on, and there probably won't be anything I can actually catch in here, I don't think, from what I know. Let's have a little swim, see if we can see anything. I don't think there is anything here, but it is a quite little maybe water source area for our base. Definitely a nice area. We definitely need to get a fishing area set up. That would be awesome. Can I find some sand? Is there going to be some sand around here? Come on. I know there's usually like little patches of sand on the floor. And it's like when you don't need things, they're always there. But when you do need things, they're never there. What is that running away from? That galley's running away from something. And that never means... I'm hoping it's just a dillo. Like, that would be pretty awesome if it was only a dillo and doesn't turn out to be something pretty scary. But... can we find... that's all I need. Those little patches of sand would be very nice. Oh, there's a pego there. Oh, it's going to be coming after me. Come on, not already on the first episode. Leave me alone. I don't want you to steal anything from me. Let's have... I don't want to waste the spear either. They're usually like... is there 2 of them? No, it's not. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to keep our spear and we're just going to make a run for it. And hopefully it doesn't catch up with us. Oh, we've been stuck on a rock. Let's see if we can actually make it round here. Can there be some sand? Just give me some sand. Like, this is so frustrating. Like, all we need to make our boomerang and get our first tame is to get some sand. And I don't think that thing is still following us, so we should be alright. But we might have to end up going around the whole beach in order to be able to find something. This is what I really didn't want to end up doing. There we go. Finally, we've got some sand. Thank you, 152, that is perfect, and we're going to collect a little bit more, see if there's any more patches around here anyway. We've got encumbered from collecting all that sand. I didn't even realise how heavy, like, sand is actually so heavy on this is unbelievable. So we're going to level up weight, just so we can give us some room to run, and then we're going to do, I don't know what you guys think, I think we should do... melee damage, because it's just to keep us safer, so we should be able to move. We're going to bring all that sand back. I still haven't made an actual place to store anything, like a storage box. That's what I need to do. We're very slow at running, so we need to try and get our way back. We need to have a few berries as well. That's what I like about having the stats turned up all this way. Like, there's so many berries you can just collect easily, so you don't really need to be, you know, making yourself meat to... oh, there's the pego. I'm going to go around this way. You don't really need to get yourself meat, to be honest, because you're always sorted with the amount of berries you can have. I hope I don't get whipped by that big bronto tail all of a sudden. So we're going to make a bed as well when we get back. The main things that I want to do for this episode is get my first tame sorted. That's always a great thing to do in ARK. Get my first tame. And, I mean, I'd like to get a galley. What level is this galley here? Because they'll get me around the map pretty quickly. Let's see what level this guy is. Let's see. Is he going to... don't go in the water. He just avoided me. He's just going to get yourself in trouble there. I was about to see what level you were, and you're already just running away from me. I'm probably the safest thing, because I'm never going to attack a galley. I'd never do that. I mean, unless maybe I was on a T-Rex, but I usually just go for parasaurs when I'm on a T-Rex. But anyway, so we're going to be moving as fast as we can. This is so slow to get to base. We're nearly home, and that parasaur still is stuck, so it looks like that's going to be our tame. And then I need to make a storage box to put in our base. Now, I'll probably just end up... I don't know where to put it, because I'm always going to be extending the base. That's going to be the annoying thing. So, if I go for... So, we go for... Where would it be? Structures, most likely, usually is. Wood, is it under? I can't actually remember. No, it's not. I can't remember where a storage box is under. Crafting, no, where? Have I even unlocked it? I might not have unlocked it. We need to make a bed as well, so we need hide for a bed. We need 40 hide, so we'll collect that. Maybe it is under this. Oh, I'll have to check. Maybe, maybe I haven't unlocked it. That's silly. I thought I did. Okay, so let's make our boomerang. That's going to be something we need. That should be under weapons, if I'm not wrong. And then ranged, maybe? No, that's the fishing rod. We'll need to get a fishing rod, definitely. That's a bow. We need to make a bow. Boomerang, there we go. I always get so lost when I'm doing this. Do I need to make more than one? I shouldn't need to. And then I need to make a bow as well. We'll need to make some arrows, like, you know. Let's see, how many should we make? We can make 315, but let's say if I keep crafting it in 5s, then let's make 45 arrows. I think that will work out pretty well. I'm going to need meadow berries. I think I've got quite a few. And then I'm going to get straight on with taming this guy. We should be all good with our bow. What's actually the time as well? Because we need to get some hide. So it's still only 10 o'clock on our server. We've got so much time to sort things out. Let's get our bow set up nicely there. And let's get our boomerang set up nicely. We can put our torch back in our inventory. I'm going to go for some hide quickly so we can make a bed. So let's go for this dodo here. I feel bad, but we need it. So sorry about this dodo. It might be quite a high level dodo. I'm missing. I should really use my spear, shouldn't I? There we go. Level 60. Pretty high level for a dodo. I always feel bad, but I need the hide. You know, I just got myself 54 hide there. And we leveled up as well. So what should we go for? We're level 52. So if we for 53, I think we should do another weight. So that should put us into the 900. Okay. Let's go. I'd never really used boomerangs. My game... Oh, no, you hold it and then you have to let it go, don't you? So, we hold it. And then... Oh, no, I'm being such a noob. Okay, you hold it and then you just let go, don't you? From what I remember. I haven't used a boomerang properly yet. There we go. So that should... And then it comes back to me from what I know. Yes. Okay, brilliant. Oh no, it broke instantly. I can't even remember. Maybe I have to be staring at it. I can't actually remember. Because I mean, apart from on official servers, the last time I used it. So, it was under there. Maybe we'll make 2, just to stay safe. Oh no, it's got away. It got out of the tree. How did it do that? How did it do that? Come on. Come on. Stop crafting stuff. Stop crafting. No, we need to catch up with it. We're still very encumbered. That's the problem. I don't want it to guide us anywhere dangerous. Please, Mr. Parasaur. Please. Come back. Come back. Oh, there's a compy. There's a compy already. Yeah, compy, stay away. No, no, stay. Oh no, this is already broken up a spear. This is just not going to plan. This is not going to plan. We will level up a lot from probably getting rid of these compies, but, you know, I think we'll probably get a level off this 130 compy. It's a pretty high level for a compy. Okay, there we go. So let's get the hide from it as well, because we seem to have got a lot of hide. 51 hide, I mean... We're encumbered, so we need to get rid of some stuff by making a storage box, and it looks like we've lost that parasaur already. That was pretty sad, I'm not going to lie. We were about to get our first tame, and because I was a noob, because I couldn't remember how to use a boomerang, I failed there. So, we're going to probably pump another one into food there, and then I'm going to go make a storage box, because we haven't made one, and it's not being very good. I'd quite like to expand my base a little bit more. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make my base. I'd like a tame, though. I really want a tame. So let's go into my Engram points. I'm sure I unlocked one last episode. I'm sure I did. Yeah, I've unlocked one of those. How have I unlocked one of the big ones? You know, one of the, larger storage boxes. That is the question. I thought I did. If I didn't, that would be very, very confusing. So there's the compost bin. Large storybots, I have unlocked it, yeah. So, can we, yeah, I thought so. So let's look, into our craftables, and see what we can do. I can't remember what it's under. I'm being such a noob. Like, structures, is it not under structures? We've already been there. It won't be under thatch, obviously not under thatch. Pipe, why did I even click on pipes? You would think maybe, was it under wood the first time? No, it's not. Guys, oh, storage. Oh, I'm the biggest idiot ever. Please forgive me. I would have gone. Oh, I'm such an idiot. You're probably going to be watching this saying, "Oh, Dom, please." You're probably going to get so frustrated just because of how newbie I'm being. Right. Okay. So we're going to put our storage box down and then obviously store things down that we don't need. So I mean, I don't like putting it in all these places because then it gets in, when you extend your base, you have to end up breaking it and it's so frustrating. So, let's see, we want to make sure it's perfectly placed. Okay, is that going to be alright, or have I just been a noob? Yeah, that's pretty safe. What are we not going to do? So we should store away some thatch, we should store away our metal. Stone will definitely, we can store away a bit of flint, we can store some of that away. Fiber, we can store some of that away. Wood we'll just store away, maybe if we need that later on. I think we've got enough as it is. And then sand, we're gonna have to store some, we don't have to go for these long journeys. I'll keep a bit of sand, like 85 on me. Meat for when it goes spoiled, so we can make trank arrows, so we'll just keep that all in there and wait for that to spoil. Hide, we have a decent amount at the moment, so we should be all good on everything now. I can actually move freely and fast. Let's see as well what we need to make a bed. So let's make a simple bed and chuck it in here. I'd like to extend a little bit today. That's the only thing. I really would like to do that. We upgraded our food, so I'll upgrade my water next. So let's put our bed down. I don't know where I'm going to put it though, because I'm going to end up extending and then I'll have to destroy things. I know I can make them back again. Maybe I should just put it in front of my storage box. I reckon that's going to be the best thing. What's the closest I can go? Yep, I think that's going to do for now. I think that will just keep us nice and safe, and we always have a place to spawn if we need to. So, close the door. That all sorted. Storage box done. Space done. Our next aim is to get ourselves a tame. Now, I don't know where I'm going. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing, really. I've been very newbie in this episode so far, and I know so many of you guys are going to get frustrated about that. We got the parasaur. That could be the parasaur that we saw last time. So, it looks like quite a friendly area over here. We could go for a... What's that? Okay, what is that? Oh, they're just dillos. I thought that was like a massive thing, like humongous thing. They're just terrorizing things here. We're going to get rid of these guys here by using our bow and arrow. There's like a trio of them just going around. Okay, they're not annoying me at the moment, so maybe I'll leave them and try and get this parasaur. I always press the wrong button. Okay, throw that. Come back to me, please. Come back to me. Come back to me. Maybe I'm holding it for too long. That's probably my noobiest thing. Yep. Let's get it. No. Come on. Come on. Yes, be stuck. Did we get a hit on it there? I don't know if we did. Did we pick it up again? Okay, we picked it up. Okay, we got it again. Come on, Dom. Come on, Boomerang. Come back to me. Yeah. Oh, we've missed again. This is so newbie, Dom. This is so bad. I just wish we could have trank arrows. That'd be so much easier. If I'm being honest with you guys, boomerangs for me, okay, we should have it trapped now. Boomerangs for me, like, I barely ever use boomerangs. Like, I barely ever use them. So, you know, for me, this is like not a new thing, but it's kind of something that I don't do much. So, I don't really hope we don't end up killing it. Please, boomerang, come back to me. Come on, please go down. All you have to do is go down and you'll survive. Come on. Please. Please, parasaur. Oh, no, I've just thrown it straight at a wall there. Yeah. Why won't you just go? We just want to tame you. I don't want to. Yes, there we go. Finally, and the boomerang broke as we did that. We've got the parasaur down. Now 98 Meadow berries are going in there, and we got 98. No. The best thing I should really have done there, which is a very newbie of me, is wait for it to starve and then give it food. That's usually the best idea, isn't it, guys? So I've been a little bit newbie, but oh well. We're going to be getting our first parasaur, which means we need to unlock the engram for it. So if we go to our engram points and then go to search, and if we type in parasaur, we should be able to get our first parasaur saddle and our first, guy in this game. So parasaur saddle, we've unlocked it. We should be able to make it instantly, from what I know. So saddles will be there, and then parasaur saddle, we are making it now. Not too bad. We probably have to go get some more hide now after that. How long have we got until this guy tames up? He's half the way there. Pretty awesome. We've leveled up again, which is good. So we're currently level 55. We'll be level 56 after that, which is nice. We need to give our guy a bit of food. Movement speed, I would like to pump up probably a little bit more so we can make sure we're constantly keeping up with people with, different things we're going to tame. I'd like to tame one of these little guys because they give you an XP boost and they're pretty cool. They're quite, awesome things. I'd prefer an otter. An otter's much cuter than that, but, we'll stick with what we got so far. I'm going to stay around this guy because we probably will. Looks like we won't need any narco berries. I just thought about it because my stats obviously turned up. So we'll just keep. We'll let our parasaur have all those narco berries. Maybe I'll half it a bit, and then we'll go on a little hunt with him to pick some more up. 94.3% tamed. Come on, let's get this guy up. Let's do it. Is he gonna be? Is it gonna be this time? There we go. Name your parasaur. So the main thing I have to find out first is it's a male. That's what I wanted to know. So we put our saddle on him, and then we need to name it. I don't know what I want to name it. Our first dino. I mean, I think what I'm going to go with is Pete. Pete the parasaur is the simplest thing to do. So we're going to go up, and we are going to go to options. Nope, that's the wrong one. Please go back. Options, and change name. So we're going to go for Peter, or Pete. I think we'll just go for Pete. I think that would be the simplest name. So Pete the parasaur. Put it in there. There we go. Level 74. Let's hop on. I thought he's going to be... We're quite encumbered, aren't we? So Pete is going to be very encumbered himself. So I think we should just level up his weight. I think that's going to be our main problem with the series. Is a lot of the dinos that we get, we're going to have to watch out for what our weight is. Otherwise, you know, they're not going to be as fast as they can be. So I'm going to take his Medjo berries and go get some more for him, because currently they are actually my Medjo berries, so I want them, and we'll go get him some more now, and he can nicely chill outside my base. So there we go, we got him a bit of food. We'll do it one more time. That should be enough for now. We'll take the narco berries off of him as well, and we'll plant him next to our base. He's very slow right now as we're very heavy, so we're going to have to, when we tame up other dinos, we're going to have to, like, obviously make our weight much smaller so then we can actually jump on them. So let's level him up. Let's do another weight one. I think that a lot of that is what I'm going to do with my guys. Is like this, he can be something that's going to carry a lot of things for us. I'm going to make him stop following me. So we should be nice and safe. Pete is our first dino to add to the collection, so I'm very happy with that, guys. What else do we need? So we've got a bit of narco berries now, so we should be all good. Pete's got food, so we've got a lot of stuff coming along now. I'm very pleased with what we got. The only thing again, which is really sad that I've got to do, is a lot of people probably want me to tame dodos. But I'm going to end up having to get some more hide, aren't I? So I'm sorry about this, Mr. Dodo. I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry. But we do need the hide. So there we go. 66 hide. We've got a lot of raw meat, which is good because that's going to help us to get narco berries. So the main thing I think I'm going to do now is just sort of prepare. Like, oh, hello, Mr. Galley. Should we make two? Boomerang. I think they're going to be too quick. I generally feel like it's going to be too quick. If I try and do this without a taming pen or any trank arrows, I think this is going to be too hard. Let's try this. He's only level 15. Okay, he's starting to move. He's starting to move. Okay, maybe I won't be able to try and go for his head. That was probably a very bad... Oh, he's got in the trap. He's got in the trap. Let's go for the head. Ugh! I've missed. I've actually missed. What is going on right now? Why am I missing? He's probably escaped now. Dom, stop being a noob and just go for the body. Okay, Galley, stay. This is not going to go well. I'm going to try and keep up with him. Uh-oh, this is not working well. Go on. Ugh. Please stay still. Have I just hit the wood? Yes, he's stuck. Come on. Level 95. Please just stay there. I know they're very low on health as well, Galley, so we've got to be careful. Come on. Don't break on me again. Don't get out of this. Come on. Please, can we just get this instantly? If we get a level 95 Galley down, that would be so awesome. Bang. And hopefully it doesn't die as well. That's the main thing. We don't want it to die. That is a massive thing. Come on. Come on. Come back to me, Boomerang. Come back to me. Please go down. Please go down and just don't die. These trees are just perfect. They're like the perfect taming pens without having to even make them. Come on, Boomerang. You can do this. If this guy goes down, I'm going to be so happy. Come on. Please. I mean, 95 will put it... If we get, like, nearly... Obviously, we won't get a perfect tame. But if we get, like, maybe it'll be 100 and... Maybe in the hundreds, which will be nice. And then we can just level up, and it'll be very fast. We can level up its speed quite a lot. But that's if we can ever get this guy down and without actually end up dying, because he'll end up getting... Obviously, the parasaur lost a lot of health to the boomerangs. So look, this guy probably will end up losing a lot of health to the boomerang, as I know for a fact Galleys are very, 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 very low health dinos. So come on, please. How long am I going to have to be doing this for? Please just come back to me, Boomerang. I'm in a pretty good spot. Like, you know, it always comes back in the same place. It doesn't hit anything. It doesn't break. Like, it comes back at the same time. It's just, will this guy go down? That is the question. Like, I don't want it to end up losing too much health. That's the problem. But let's see. Come on, where is our Boomerang? Did it break? Is it? Where's our Boomerang? Okay, maybe it just glitched out a bit. Should I look at the galley from the front, or should I just stay doing what I'm doing? I'm just a bit worried doing this because I'm scared I'm going to end up actually killing it, and we won't be able to get it tamed up. Because look, it's a little bit bloody. So maybe I should try and go for his head. Okay, got it in the head, but look at its health, guys. This is going to be too risky. I'm scared it's going to kill it. Maybe I should just wait a little bit. I mean, I need some ARK taming boomerang experts to tell me, is it going to die the next time I throw it at it? I didn't even throw it at that time. I'm too scared. Oh, this is... Please just go down. Please just go down. Please just go down. Please just go down. I don't want you to die. Look, he's on 90... This is just too risky. This is too risky. He's going to die, isn't he? He's going to die. No! Oh, can you even tame a galley with... Oh, that is so sad. Oh, he was level 95. Oh, well. We got our hide from him, I suppose. Anyway, I suppose we'll end the video here, as we've already just killed a galley. We've got our weight onto 1,000. Stamina is all good. Crafting skill, a lot of people are telling me to do, so I'm going to do that. But... you know, we haven't been able to be lucky enough to get ourselves a galley, which maybe you can't even do with a boomerang. But anyway, if you did enjoy this episode, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you want to see more into episode 3, that would be very, very awesome if you could show some great support. Make sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram for loads more ARK videos. And I'll see you guys in episode 3 of my ARK Survival Evolved Ragnarok series. See you guys.